Hey everyone, so much for our beautiful weather. It's Linda here again. It's look at that sky, is all cloudy and gray again, and the leaves are turned upside down. If you look way over there in the field, you can see the leaves are flipped over. That means that we're about to get rained on again. But you know what, that's okay. I had to take some of the cucumbers out of the main garden. Sorry, I'm trying to get this phone so that it's orientated proper. Took some cucumbers out of the main garden and I put them in here. Thank you, Doug, for building this. This is perfect. I don't know how well you can see that. Okay, I'm trying to get my phone so that it's proper. And this way, you know, they can just trail on the ground. We don't have to worry about mowing the lawn around them. So these are the market cucumbers, which are the, I don't know, they're the short, fat ones. They're bigger than a pickle. I don't know how to, they're the market cucumbers. They're the ones that you gotta peel. They're not like the English cucumbers where you can eat the peelings. Anyway, Jed, I had to restart the video because this guy right there has decided to bark at me. He wants to play, but fix that problem for now. Anyway, let me show you what these cucumbers are doing. I'm very happy with what they're doing. These are the English cucumbers. And have a look here. We've got some flowers. I'm trying to get this so that, okay. So we've got some flowers on one plant here, just this plant here. These two, oh, we got some flowers coming up here. Flowers on two plants here. And so you see what I mean by the reason I put them in bags is so that they didn't use energy to grow upwards or spread along the ground. So now these guys, these are the English cucumbers, and what they're going to do is they're just, as soon as the fruit, and I know that there are some on here already. They're just tiny little, oh, there it is. Actually, you won't be able to see it. I'll take a picture of it and I'll use that for my main picture. But yeah, so these guys are just going to fall down once they get heavier, and you don't have to worry about them rotting on the ground or, you know, forcing their way up a trellis. We might build a trellis for those ones over there because they're a little bit of a heavier cucumber. So we'll probably build a trellis for them. Yeah, and so I've got, oh, and this one's starting to flower now too. Nice. Nice thick vines too. Nice thick vines. That's what I love about growing in those bags, is that the energy goes to the fruit and not so much the vine. Oh, okay, look at these guys. They're flowering a little too early. I'm not sure I'm fond of that idea, but after all the rain that we had, these are pickling cucumbers. After all the rain that we had, oh my gosh, look at the tomatoes already. Holy smokes. After the rain that we had, and then the heat, the rain sort of stunted them a little bit, and then that like 3 or 4 days worth of lots of sun and lots of heat, and they just decided that they're going to start to flower. I kind of wanted them to get a little bit bigger first, but you know, I can't force them to. Beans are coming along just great. I'm not sure if those are flowers or if it's more green. I think that's just more green, which is good. Peas are flowering. And again, it's awfully early for them to be flowering. The tomatoes, I'm going to have to get some trellis or something to tie those guys up. We are getting a ton of radishes. Holy smokes. And you know what? Here's what I like about grown like radishes There's a loon over there. Radishes that you grow yourself, they taste a little bit better than the store-bought ones. The only thing is, because they're not grown with chemicals or anything, they do, if you leave them on your counter overnight, they do go soft. So that's because they're not grown they're grown naturally. This is all organic stuff that's in these gardens. And carrots, my dill. I know my dill is still quite small, but you know what? It's coming along just fine now. I did do some weeding earlier in the week. When did I do the weeding? It was, oh gosh, it was super hot. So, yeah, we did the weeding on the weekend. Yeah. Okay, these tomatoes, uh-oh, I see a flower, but that's okay. I see a flower coming up right there. That's okay. These guys are in cages, so once they start getting heavy with tomatoes, then they have the cages to fall on. These ones are going to be the little cherry tomatoes, and these ones are going to be the celebrity tomatoes, and these ones over here are doing just fine over here in the corner too. They're not crowded. They look like they're crowded, but I guess they're doing just fine. Oh, there's another flower on my cucumber again. It's just too early for the flowers. I don't know if it's a good idea to cut the flowers off, and then I'll see. I'll put it in the comments. I'm going to do some research. I'll put it in the comments to see if it's okay to cut those flowers off and encourage the rest of the plant to grow a little bit more. I mean, it works with every other flower, right? Onions. Oh, and there's a damselfly. I don't know if you can see her. She's so beautiful. Tiny, tiny little thing. And this is in a pot. If you've ever grown mint, you'll know the safest spot for mint is in a pot. Yes, definitely in a pot. What else do we got here? I'll go have a look at them potatoes. Oh, we're going to get some rain really, really soon here. Had some pretty crazy heat. It was, yeah, there's the potatoes. And I think, if you look here, I think somebody might have been peeing on them. Maybe. But that looks like a little bit of a burn there. So, I mean, he doesn't know not to pee on them, if that's what it was anyway, but he doesn't know because he was helping me dig. Anyway, that's the garden update. We planted quite a few flowers yesterday, even though it was super hot. We had to, ouch, finger stuck. Yeah, super, super hot. Planted a lot of flowers. There's a lot of desperate black flies out now. And I don't know what kind of energy news can we talk about? Oh, look at that. There's birds in there too. He's gonna get mad at me soon because I'm not playing with him, right? Yeah. Oops. Okay. Energy. What's happening? Venus retrograde? What else is happening? You know what? I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about healthy eating. I had a little bit of a discussion with somebody today on Facebook, and there was somebody that I know. Actually, I haven't talked to him since I was a kid, and I don't even know why I have him on Facebook. Probably because he just recognized my name and added me quite a few, well, maybe 10, 15 years ago he added me. And that's okay. He lives in this community. I wouldn't mind bumping into him just to say hi. But he was talking about, in my hand, right in my hand. There we go. Let go. Oh, that didn't go far at all. He was talking about fasting, and oops, that didn't go far either. He was talking about fasting. I have to pause this for a second. There, I just put them in the house. He was not going to stop barking. Okay. I'll just have a seat here. Yeah, anyway, so I was talking with somebody. I've never met this man before. He was on one of my friends' threads on Facebook, and he had said something. So the friend that I'm talking about, the friend that I was talking about, he was doing his fasting and keeping a log of everything that he was doing. Wow, the black flies are getting pretty bad. And I can't remember how much weight he said he lost, but he was doing he did 120 hours, I believe, and ended up losing, I think, probably about 60 pounds after 120 hours. I'm not suggesting that anybody do it. I'm not a doctor, but this person that commented on his postings, he said something about I don't want to say the name of the product, but he says try it. It's a miracle, and I just said, there's a lot of research about this miracle weight loss, and yeah, I just encouraged him to do more research on it. And he's like, no, me and my doctor, we talked about it, trust me. And I said, no, I've done research, you gotta trust me. Anyway, we ended up in a discussion, and turns out he was not using this miracle medication. And again, I don't want to say what it is, because it is working for some people, not so much for other people. It's like any sort of supplement or medication. It's designed for certain bodies, not everybody. And anyway, we ended up with the discussion of eating proper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to link a video in the description here of what it is I'm talking about as far as eating proper and eating things that are grown naturally and grown with organic stuff. Staying away from the processed foods, and I've been trying my best for the past 2 years to stay away from all that processed stuff, because it's designed to make people sick, and unfortunately it's a vicious cycle that you end up in. Eating processed food creates symptoms, which creates a need for medication. So I'm going to link a video down below in my description. And so you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. This person is very, very informative, and I highly suggest you really look into what she's offering, because she's absolutely amazing. I don't know her personally. I don't have any kickbacks or anything like that. I'm just saying that this is an amazing woman, and the interview that I just heard with her is pretty fantastic. And yeah, that's kind of what. And so yesterday I started my fasting. What I'm doing is I'm waiting until my eating window is between 4 and 6 p.m. and that's it for me. Gradually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly cut back on the amount that I'm eating so that I can get my body used to not eating. I've done it before. I've had some great success, and I'm going to do it again. and see what happens. Um, yeah, so today's day 2 of my fasting, and then I'll be on track. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be on track to start closing that window a little bit. My window is going to be down to 1 hour and less food. Drink all the water that I need, tea, probably not so much coffee, staying away from caffeine. Vitamin supplements as needed. I gotta keep my, if my blood sugar decides it's gonna drop, then I gotta, do something. But cutting out sugar, cutting out things like bread and potatoes and French fries. I will tell you right now, French fries and hamburgers, that's quite possibly the worst meal you could ever have. So here I go, day 2 of my fasting, and when I start my regular routine of eating 3 times a day, it will be from that garden right there. Everything is grown natural, organic, organic nutrients, and lots of love going into that garden. So so here I go. So now I'm on to two different ventures. So anyway, it's windy. My hair is horrible, but that's okay. I don't care. Have a great evening, everybody.